Mikel Arteta has reportedly held private talks with Vinicius Junior, and for the first time all summer, this doesn't feel like another fantasy transfer made for headlines. Reports from Spain claim our manager has personally stepped into the operation, telling Vinicius exactly how crucial he would be at the Emirates, and how he could elevate our project to the very top of European football. But just as excitement exploded among Gooners, Vinicius's representatives suddenly dropped a furious statement attacking what they called fake and damaging reports. Arsenal weren't mentioned directly, yet the timing could not have been more suspicious. So are we finally watching Arteta pull off the impossible, or are we walking straight into Real Madrid's biggest contract game? Only a few weeks ago, this sounded completely ridiculous. Vinicius is one of Real Madrid's biggest stars, the kind of player we dream about rather than genuinely expect to sign. But the mood has completely shifted because reports now claim Arteta has spoken directly to the Brazilian, laying out a bold blueprint where Arsenal's next era would be built around him. That changes everything. Managers do not usually involve themselves this deeply unless they smell a genuine opening. At the same time, Madrid are facing a problem they can no longer ignore. Vinicius is entering the final year of his contract, negotiations have hit a complete standstill, and the Spanish giants face a brutal choice: give him what he wants, or risk opening the door for Arsenal before losing him for nothing. That is exactly where we are waiting to pounce. Reports suggest Madrid want around £128 million, and Arsenal are reportedly prepared to break our wage structure with an offer worth more than £400,000 a week to make it happen. The numbers are staggering, but opportunities like this don't knock twice. When one of the world's elite players shows even the smallest sign that he could be available, top clubs don't hesitate, they strike. Then came the twist that sent this entire saga into overdrive. Rock Nation Sports International released a blistering statement accusing sections of the media of spreading fake and damaging stories. They never mentioned Arsenal by name, but every Gooner immediately asked the same question. Why break their silence right now, just as reports of Arteta's private approach were dominating headlines across Europe? Whether that statement was aimed at the Arsenal links or something else entirely, it only pushed an already explosive saga closer to breaking point. Then comes the proper reality check. Paul Merson has issued a sharp warning that Vinicius could simply be using Arsenal's name to bully Real Madrid into giving him a fatter contract. If Merce is right, our club is doing all the heavy lifting while Madrid reap the rewards. That is the ultimate nightmare scenario because we've seen this film before. Arsenal become the headline, Madrid solve the contract problem, and we walk away with nothing. For a club with our ambition, being used like that would be humiliating. But look at it from Arteta's perspective. Maybe our manager knows this situation in Madrid is far more fragile than they want the world to believe. Maybe this isn't about creating headlines anymore. Maybe Arteta has stepped into the fight because he knows a genuine crack has appeared, and it is simply too big of an opportunity to ignore. Everything now comes down to who blinks first. If Vinicius signs a new deal, this entire saga disappears overnight, and Merson's warning will look painfully accurate. But if those negotiations collapse, Arsenal suddenly have a once-in-a-generation chance to pull off the biggest signing in the club's modern history. So, Gooners, should we break every financial limit to bring Vinicius Junior to the Emirates, or do you think we're being dragged into a contract battle that was never ours to win? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Arsenal Pulse, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Arsenal news. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Gunners.